It looks like there is a new update for the BLACKBERRY Priv, however you pronounce it. And this is kind of interesting because I already have Marshmallow on here. And the word is that that might have been released early, and the update that you see over there is really just the June security update. It's like a 1.8 gig package. It's huge. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I'll tell you what the features are in the new update in a second, but before I get to the install, I want to check and see what version I've got on the phone right now, so hold on a second. What I'm going to do is scroll down. I'll scroll down so I can get my little wheel over here. I'm going to click on the wheel and then scroll all the way down. Scroll down to About Phone, and then we'll find out what the version is. The version is Android 6.0.1, and then it's got some security patches. So the interesting thing is the build over here that I've got installed right now is AAF153, and this is from the install that I did at the beginning of May, somewhere in May, when the first Marshmallow 6.0 update or install was released. And the new version that's coming out right now, the new install, is supposedly the build number of AAF153. So I'm assuming that AAF is further along in the alphabet than AAE. So that's the new update that is coming out on May 31st, and it's a little bit strange because instead of calling it an update, they are really calling it like the 6.0 Marshmallow install. Very confusing. Now, the time is 7:25 p.m., so let's see how long it takes to do this install and reboot process. That last time, I believe it took about half an hour, 45 minutes or so. I'm going to go over to the phone now and click on the install. And we'll see what happens here. Download. Download is verified. Find out what's new in the Marshmallow Priv. Let's see. We want to look at that. Sorry about this incredible high-tech mess that I've got over here. But let's see what they are offering. Okay, BLACKBERRY, the software. BLACKBERRY updates. The software on your BLACKBERRY smartphone or tablet powers the features. Blah, nah, 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 nah. All right, BLACKBERRY 7.0 and earlier. What is this going to be? An update for your smartphone. You can update. Yes, we know that. What's new in the Android Marshmallow? I think this was included in my last update video, but we'll scroll through and you can see what it offers. Yeah, this is, oop. BLACKBERRY Hub, I talked about that in my last video. It's pretty awesome. But let me go through this just so you can read it all. Battery enhancements, yeah. There's some newer updates that I'm going to read to you in a second. Mute indicator. Haven't really used that. BLACKBERRY launcher. I've used that a little. The camera, yeah, slow motion. I don't know how many people are really going to use that on a cell phone, but those are the updates. This is the update info. Okay, so let me go back to the other screen. We've got the restart and the install. So let's click on that. This really does take forever. Rebooting to install in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're still at about the time that I gave before, maybe a couple minutes off. So let's see what happens here. The update is incredibly long. So while this is going on, let me just tell you what is in the new version. The fixes that should be in this one compared to the other. Bluetooth connects with OnStar briefly, but does not maintain connection. That was fixed. SIM seen as a new post-device reboot. That is true. My SIM, well, unable to find 5 gigahertz networks. That's a fix for that. SIM not detecting message, no SIM card error. Bluetooth sharing stopped. They're fixing all the stuff that I'm reading. Phone gets very hot during Skype, video chat, and then disables uplink audio. No MP3 track information passed over Bluetooth. Bluetooth sharing connection fails repeatedly. Bug reporter crash on preview screenshot. Carrier name and status bar is not aligned properly, appears top aligned. Never noticed that. Device extremely hot after OTA update, over-the-air update, which is what I'm doing now. Extremely hot, that's true. Phone memory issue causing lag and overheating. Class 0 message pop-up on device reboot. This time around, it's a full update at 1.805 gigs. This might have slipped out early. As I said, I got the update a month ago. Some people were not supposed to get this update now, but a lot of people did get it. This wasn't supposed to be coming out until sometime in June. And right now we are on the 31st of May. So those are the fixes that this does. I'm going to shut off the camera now, and I'll turn it back on in a while and let you know how long this thing is taking to update. Things are moving along much faster than the last update, or the original install. Right now we are not even 10 minutes, well, I was talking and doing some other stuff, so let's say 28, 29, 30, maybe 5 minutes along into the install, or into it's already downloaded. So we've got 69, woo baby, 69% of the update processing, and then if this is like the last one, it will probably, I believe it will reboot. If it doesn't reboot, it's going to go through this just insane process of checking everything and updating everything module by module, which takes forever. So it is moving along really quick, much faster than the last one, as I said, and I'll update you in another couple minutes on where we're at. Things are really moving along fast. In under 10 minutes, I'm assuming that's about 8 minutes. We're at 98% right now. So let's see what happens. If you like my videos, I know some of them are boring, but if you like my videos, do a thumbs up, a subscribe, a like. If you want to help me out, go to my channel page. Only if you want to, go to the channel page, click on the support button, and help out if you want. All right, time to do a reboot. Installing, this is where it takes forever. This part, the installing part, oh boy, does it take forever. We're just moving along. Okay, so I think that started out at about 28 after. So maybe 8 minutes into the whole thing. Download took a long time. Of course, it's almost a 2 gig download. Do that on Wi-Fi. You don't want to nail your data plan. Make sure you do that on Wi-Fi. You can go into the options and set it up so that OSs will only download and install from Wi-Fi, unless you want to spend a lot of money on your data plan or have them throttle you down. So, back in a minute. Almost 15 minutes in. And here we go. Things are starting to happen now. Looks like it's going to reboot. And then I'll have to put in my password. And we'll see what happens from there. Yeah, we're at 15 minutes now. 15-minute install. A little bit of music over there for you. Very slow process to do this. And there we go. That's the upgrade part, and then it might do a reboot. I'll let you know in a minute. And it's going really quick, considering. So we're about 18-20 minutes into the whole thing, and it's got a lot of updating to do. About 22 minutes or so into the whole process of the install part, and we are nowhere near being finished. Things are slow. We are at 7:50, so time is really going by. At 25 minutes now. Almost at the 30-minute mark, maybe 28 minutes. So it appears that this update is going to be like the original install, the original Marshmallow 6.0 install. I think it's just a full install. This security update that they're calling is really Marshmallow fixed up, and they are just doing a whole new, I don't believe it's an update. I believe it's a whole new install with a new OS install with the security updates built into it. And the first one took about 30 to 45 minutes or something like that after this whole thing was done. So, almost there. Making progress down by the river. Almost 35 minutes. Close to 35 minutes. It's finishing optimizing 40 out of 40. I think that's how the original one was, somewhere around 40, maybe 46. Check the video if you want, if you care. So after the upgrade, the optimizing, let's see what happens. See if it wants a reboot. Okay, there we go. Finishing reboot. I shut it off, and right after I shut off the camera, it started doing all of this. $7:59, it's almost 35 minutes. Wants the PIN number. Hold on. There we go. I'm back over to the hourglass. Little pinwheel thing. About phone. Let's see what we have. We have 6.0.1, which I had before. Android security patch level June 1st, and I believe before it said May something. And then we can go down here. Oh, I screwed up. So let's see where we're at. There it is, AAF153, so that's the update. That concludes my video. The whole process took about 35 minutes for install after the download, which takes about 35 minutes or so. So it's really an hour process. And that is what you should have for the June 1st. Well, it's May 31st, but that's what you should have for the June 1st security update. You're going to get a whole new install of the Marshmallow OS. Extremely confusing, because you get that message and your only option is to install later or dismiss, and you can't dismiss it, and it won't let you click on the install later. It just sits there, obviously to force you to do the install, but you don't really know if you should be doing the install because you think you've already got the install update. So that's the secret here. Check your version numbers. And this is what you're going to want to have if you had that other number that I showed there before, the AAE, whatever that was, with the May date over here. You need to do the install upgrade, update, and enjoy your phone. One final update. This upgrade is definitely worth doing. I had an incredible amount of lag on the old install. It was just really slow, lots of problems. When I would start the thing up, sometimes out of sleep mode, it did not want to start up, or I would put my pin in there and things would lag. I'd press done and I would wait, and then I'd wait maybe a few seconds for the thing to kick in. I don't know if it was in sleep mode, I don't know what it was, but I have gone through testing all of that just now, and what a huge difference. So the lag problem that the original install had in May is gone. It appears to be gone. The phone is much faster, no lag problems right now. Screens going from screen to screen is much better. You will use a good percentage of battery power to do this upgrade. It probably used about 15% of my battery. Who knows why, but it did. So, but it had a lot to do, a lot of updates, a lot of installing, a lot of optimizing. I don't know if I'll ever be able to finish this video. Latest updates. People on AT&T are saying that they're getting the download. People on T-Mobile are complaining that they haven't received even the original one from May for Marshmallow. Verizon people are complaining. T-Mobile seems to be the biggest complainer. They are just not getting updates yet. Most of the comments seem to be the lag from the original Marshmallow that I mentioned is gone, and I agree, it is gone. The camera is working better. I saw some comments that I had also mentioned where I said that when I did the Marshmallow and I rebooted, it did not notice my SD card and ended up having me format it, and I wiped out all my data. I was foolish to have done that. I should have stopped everything, backed up all the photos on the SD card, and then gone with the format, but I didn't do that. So that problem is taken care of. The Bluetooth problem that people were complaining about seems to be fixed now with this new upgrade. The overheating, the overheating with the installs and just overheating in general, the warm case, that seems to be working better. Some people were complaining about battery charging. The battery charger, the time was off, or the gauge was off if the thing was charging properly, but that doesn't seem to be a problem with other people. So it appears that the update, the upgrade, whatever you want to call it, did work, and people seem to be happy. And if you're with T-Mobile, and you don't have your update, then I guess that's what you get for not paying a lot of money and going with T-Mobile. But that's it. I'm going to go post this now. Hopefully it helps everybody out there. Good luck.